Ashes of Outland has been out for about a week now, and the meta is starting to shape up. There was a nerf hitting Demon Hunter, and it changed things, but Demon Hunter is still really, really strong. I'm going to go over 5 decks that have been doing really well that I found on Twitter. These really stood out to me. So yeah, these aren't like the only good decks. There's a lot of good decks out there, but these piqued my interest. Also, maybe still not safe to craft anything yet. There's probably going to be another nerf. I'm not sure when, but it's probably soon because Demon Hunter's still good. Galakrond Warlock is super, super good according to the HS replay stats. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But let's start this off with No Hands Gamers Aggro Warrior. This list is doing so well, and it came out of nowhere. It's he hit rank 4 legend with it. That's super, super good. A lot of other people have been playing it at high ranks as well. Now this deck takes advantage of, self-damaged minions, or, you damage your own minions and then you buff them up with like Rampage, and then you just slap them in the face. You can make duplicates of your damaged minions with the Bloodsworn Mercenary. Bloodboil Brute gets cheaper for each damage minion on the board. Then we got Bomb Wrangler, which works great with like Risky Skipper. We got Armor Smith, so again, working great with Risky Skipper. Anytime your minions take damage, you're going to get armor, so that really helps you against some of the aggro decks. We got Ankar here, which will pull out the Sky Raiders and pull out the Risky Skippers more reliably, because those are actually really, really important. We do have Terran here as well, so you can maybe pop your eggs or just kill off your minions, and then you kill Terran and then they come back full health, right? So actually pretty good on something like the Injured Tol'vir, because it'll come back as a 2/6, not damaged at all. So yeah, No Hands Gamer absolutely crushing it with this thing. Looks amazing, packs a lot of damage. Very aggressive. It's a really fun one if you're looking for a cool warrior deck. We got Orange hitting rank 1 legend with this Inner Demon Hunter deck. It's the OTK Demon Hunter. And he says it's one of the harder and most fun combo decks he's played in a long time. Now this thing, you really gotta think about it more than other combo decks, because you gotta think about your hand placement in addition to everything else. There's never been an effect like Outcast. So you gotta make sure that your hand isn't too awkward. Like, you don't want inner demons on the far left of your hand, because then you're probably just not going to be able to pop off that easily. But maybe you end up keeping a Skull Gul'dan in your mulligan because it's the far left of your hand and you want to be able to get that effect. And yeah, this deck just packs a lot of punch out of nowhere, doing a ton of damage with your Kill Thos. Maybe you kill Thos and you pop off a couple Twin Slices, then you get a free Inner Demon. You could do that a couple times and then slap in the face for a lot of damage. If you have the Eldrazi Warblades equipped, you'll get Lifesteal out of it. Metamorphosis allows you to push a lot of damage to their face. Kain allowing you to get through those taunts. And you have a decent amount of ways to deal with the board by using like your Immolation Aura, using your Eye Beams, using your Consume Magics if they're outcast just to draw a card, but also just to weaken some of your opponent's minions. So this list is really fun. It's a bit expensive. It is hard to play. I think it's one of those decks that might seem bad at first, but after you get used to it, you get really good. You can really just crush everything with this. Orange again hitting rank 1, and I've seen a lot of other players as well hitting really high, and I think other players hitting rank 1 as well. So hard to pilot, but very rewarding once you figure it out. So if you like a good combo deck, maybe invest some time in this one. We got ZLSJS hitting rank 15 legend with this Galakrond Warlock. Now if you look at HS replay or you're just playing ladder, you're going to be seeing a lot of Galakrond Warlock. Galakrond Warlock is just so strong right now because there's so much Demon Hunter on the ladder, and they got Sacrificial Pact. But not only that, for some reason it just does well against the rest of the meta. If anything's flooding the board, you get the Moarg Artificer, and then Rain of Fire, which will clear the board, or you can use the Moarg and use Nether Breath on a minion. You're gonna heal 8. Like that's pretty insane. You go wide with your invokes, and then you can Plague of Flames and clear a big board. And then Galakrond actually seems a lot better. It seems like the random minion pool just got so much better. Every time an opponent plays a Galakrond, the Wretched against me, I get absolutely demolished, and it feels like they're high rolling every time, but I think it's just because the demon pool got a lot better. And yeah, I don't know, this deck is just insane. Very defensive, has a lot of life steal, can clear boards big and small. So Galakrond Warlock doing absolutely fantastic. We got B, Quiet, hitting rank 8 with this Spell Druid. Now, Spell Druid is so good. I'm personally doing really well with the list right now on top of this. But yeah, he hit rank 8 with this. I've seen other people like top 50 legend, a lot of people, but I decided to choose Be Quiet because I think he's being pretty innovative here with the Claw. Really cool for removing some early game minions. Before, lists weren't running Crystal Power either, but Crystal Power has been included because it does 2 damage, so it can kill those pesky Demon Hunter minions or just anything else that's kind of aggressive and is going to end up killing you. It can also heal you, right, which ends up working quite nicely. And Mount Cellar, super good because you can make a huge board with the Mount Cellar and all your cheap spells. Maybe use your Crystal Powers, your Moonfire, your Innervates, and you just make a huge board. Maybe your opponent can't deal with it. And then I also like Soul the Forest, slap that on your minions, and not a lot of people can, not a lot of classes can clear a Soul of the Forest board right now because well, like Godfrey's gone, and there's not too many shamans that run Earthquake or anything like that. So yeah, Soul of the Forest, really good card here. I do like running 2 personally, and Be Quiet does as well. But yeah, there's a lot of different spell lists out there. Some of them aren't running Savage Roar. Some of them are running what is Gift of the Wild, the 8 mana buff. Some of them run 2 exotic Mount Cellars. Some don't run Claw. Some run Blessing of Ancient. So it's like kind of just mess with the list until you get one that you like personally. But yeah, really cool to include those Crystal Powers. I like the Claw quite a bit, and the Souls of the Forest as well. Then we got Galen hitting rank 3 legend with this Zoo Warlock. I've seen a lot of Zoo Warlock lists around, but I really like Galen's because it's running the Shield Bearer, which seems kind of silly, right? It's a 0/4, but if you end up hitting it with the Scrap Imp, it becomes a 2/6. And if you fly that on a carpet, it's going to be a 1 mana 3/6 with Rush. So really cool. And if you're seeing something aggressive, maybe just throw the Shield Bearer as a 0/4 to kind of delay. But generally how I end up playing this list, and I think a lot of other people, is you don't really want to throw out your 1 mana minions that early. You kind of want to maybe hit them with a Scrap Imp first. So maybe you're hard mulliganing for Scrap Imp. Maybe you want to keep Hand of Gul'dan as well. And then you want to discard that Hand of Gul'dan, draw more cards, play the Imp, buff your huge hand, throw those huge minions on the board, and then generally no one's running too much AoE right now, aside from Priests and Warlock. That's why Warlock's so good. But yeah, you get those big minions, get the huge hand, fly them on carpets, clear things, and yeah, this list feels great. I really like Zoolock right now. It just feels so good. I love Hand of Gul'dan, just discarding it and drawing more, and then maybe your expired merchant dies, you get more Hands of Gul'dan in your hand, then you discard it again with your Nightshade Matron. Yeah, I love Zoolock right now. So yeah, those are 5 decks that stood out to me. Again, the meta is going to change. I assume there's going to be a nerf within a month. So if you're still kind of waiting on something to craft, maybe wait a little bit longer if you can. If there's any list here that's, not too far out of reach from what you have, maybe play that. It looks like Spell Druid is actually not that expensive at 3,760 dust, but it does have Kel'Thas, which was free. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hitting the like button is absolutely free. I hope you guys are enjoying Ashes of Outland. I'm really impressed that they nerfed Demon Hunter so quickly. Yeah, it's still strong, but it shook up the meta a decent amount. So pretty glad they did that. And yeah, I hope another nerf is going to happen pretty soon. It just kind of keeps the game fresh, and I personally enjoy that quite a bit. That's about it, guys. Good luck on ladder and stay hydrated.